Hello everyone, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 38 from start to TWINKLE PRECURE. A Cure Cosmo focused episode, and what an amazing one. I think I've been saying that for a while now, like, what an amazing episode every time I start talking about a Start Twinkle episode, and that's because Start Twinkle has been delivering in, like, almost every front. Like, the only front Start Twinkle is not delivering is in the fights, and I think that Start Twinkle is not the worst season concerning that. I'm looking at you, Hutto. So, yeah, I'm still gonna complain about that, but not that much, because, you know, like, the other aspects of Start Twinkle are really compensating it. Start Twinkle, oh my god. Anyways, this was a uni-focused episode, a Cure Cosmo-focused episode, and it was the first time we saw what Twinkle Imagination looks like. The girls are actively searching for it, and they're searching through the AI. AI is not being able to search for it. So when you're not able to look at something objectively, what do? You look at it through other lenses, usually through more of a mystical lenses, and the girls are looking at it through astrology. So they are going to a planet. They went to a planet full of people that do divination, and that was so amazing. Like, we saw very little from this planet, but what we saw was great to set up the mood. We've seen, like, some people from this specific planet trying to do divination in so many different ways, at least from what we have here on Earth, like taking cards, and the other one was throwing its sandals, and, like, our main cat was looking at, he does divinations by reading the stars. And so, like, incredible. Like, the setting was done in a very fast way, but in an incredible way. And then when we got there, the first thing I need to say is that this shot right here, like, we need to talk about this shot right here. So the character is blind. So we started the scene with a funny scene. Like, we met him in a funny scene. And, like, if you look at everyone's faces, they're all like, we're here. And then Hikaru's like, Kirayaba! You know, she's like, come on, that's such a Hikaru thing. Like, she's looking at it and she's just having fun. No matter what's going on, she's just having fun. And I think that it's nice because Hikaru, she not only sets up the mood, but we had kind of a rough mood in this episode concerning Cosmo and what she was thinking and what happened to her. And Hikaru was there to liven up the mood a little bit. In this episode, we had a lot of background. We had a background for Uni and a background for Iwan. And that's very nice. We've had a background for what's the name of my husband? Kapard. Kapard had a background focus, a little bit of background focus on the last episode, and now we see a little bit of Iwan. I feel like next episode we're going to see a little bit more on Tenjo, because Tenjo is going to be focused on the next episode. But now we see what happened to Iwan. Iwan was someone that was totally lost and alone. She was by herself, she was lonely, she had nowhere to go, and Gauruga was the one who rescued her from that, and then she started working for him. Apart from that, not only that she was a brilliant scientist, she was also the one that created an alter. Like, that was such a nice way of introducing her importance to the group overall. And not only that, she feels like she had a family, she had a place to stay, she had a place in which she was valued, she had a place in which she was believed, and, like, people actually wanted her to be there with them. So she had a home, basically. And then we had Uni. Uni was totally lost when people from her planet were petrified. And what happened was that after that, Uni started seeking ways of getting her people back, and then she went to that guy to have her divination, and his name is Hakinyan. And oh, one thing I forgot to mention, when we saw that guy for the first time, the cat old guy, we like, he's very, very similar to Bakinyan that we know. Like, he is very, very similar to him. And then Madoka was the only, I think that was Madoka that actually looked at him and said, whoa, Like, she was the only one that did like a little comment on that. And it seems that the other girls, like, they did not comment on it, but I don't know if they noticed or not, but it feels like Maruko was the one who noticed it. And so, when everything bad happened with the Rainbow Planet that Uni lived in, she went on for answers. And the guy told her that she was going to meet a star in a very, very far away planet, or very, very far, not only planet, he said something else, I don't remember. Like, in another galaxy, she was going to meet something that would help her bring her planet back. And she was actively searching for it, but she didn't understand what he meant and what that star was. And when she asked him to look for Twinkle Imagination, he took his time a little bit, and when she asked him if he was ready to look at it, he said, "You don't need that. You don't need my divination for that. The answer is already here with you." But she did not understand that, obviously. And a nice way to connect Uni to Bakinyan, to Aiman in this episode, was bringing Fua in a funny scene. Like, that Fua scene was very cute. It was a throwback to a past episode, which was very nice as well. And what happened was, when the girls were running after Fua, Uni was just, you know, enjoying herself. She was having fun. And that's one of the things that Star Twinkle is really doing, like, greatly, is that Star Twinkle is really bringing the character development. Like, Uni, if we had like this scene in 10 episodes ago, Uni wouldn't be even participating in it. She would just be looking at it from far away. And they took their time to pick, like, episode by episode. Like, they developed Uni slowly, and now in episode 40, almost in episode 40, we have Uni, like, really being a part of the team. And, like, they did this in such a great way. Like, I think that we had a very slow build-up for Uni to be part of the Star Twinkle team, and it worked perfectly, considering who Uni is and her personality. That was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. And then, you know, everything culminated into that moment that Uni was running after Fua, and she was just having fun. She had like a fun face in her, like, in her expression. And Iwan saw that. When Iwan saw that, it struck a nerve in her, because Iwan is now the one that's suffering. She lost everything to her. She was expelled from the dark realm, and she's not part of it anymore. She's totally lost. She's totally alone. She's totally by herself. And she feels like Uni is the one to blame. I mean, she kinda is, because she was betrayed. She had Bakinyan as her companion, and we saw how Bakinyan became her companion in this episode as well. Amazing. And so, like, she was really angry at Uni. And it's been a while since we saw Iwan, and it was very refreshing to see her again. She's a great villain, and like, it was great. It was really great. And then we had a confrontation. But before that, I feel like we had the best scene of the episode when Uni was talking to Hakinyan. And Hakinyan was telling her how important it is for her to understand the whole picture of things. And when he told her that her star was going to be far, far, far away, it was a long time ago. And now she needs to stop looking at things as if they were far away. Like, she needs to start looking at things in her own reality. Because if she doesn't, she will lose the beauty of the things that are near to her. That are near her. Yeah, that are near her. So she will lose the beauty of the things that are near her. And that's a big lesson for every one of us. That was a beautiful lesson. And then Iwan attacked, and then the girls started fighting it, and fighting the big robot. And I feel like the fight started nice with Cosmo confronting it and everything, and then the stock footage started, but I wasn't really like that thrown off by the stock footage this time, since we had physical action. But I feel like we needed a little more physical action in this episode. And then we had we started a confrontation because Iwan was turning everyone into stone. She was ready to do that in that planet as well. And Cosmo was shocked with that because obviously she remembered what happened to her and her planet. She lost it. She was really scared. But then she started understanding what Iwan was going through as well. And there's a big parallel of what Iwan is going through and what Uni went through. What Uni's also going through because she still hasn't restored the Rainbow Planet. It's basically the same. Both of them lost their homes, their lands, and they don't have a place to return to. And Iwan was the reason that Uni lost her place. But Uni was the reason that Iwan lost her place as well. So, like, they're even. They're even if you think about it, because, like, okay, obviously what Iwan did was more targeted and directed, and what Uni did wasn't her intention, but Uni still felt bad by that. And that's a very Precure thing. And, you know, when she said sorry to Iwan and she understood what Iwan was also going through, that was beautiful. And that's also character development. Because Uni from 20 episodes ago would not feel that. She would not be able to understand Iwan's case. She would not be able to understand Iwan's case. And now she's able to do that. And because of that, a surge of power went onto her, and her twinkle imagination was, her twinkle imagination appeared. And like, it was just a surge of power, and that was it. I felt like something else was going to happen, but it didn't. You know, I didn't really understand the point of twinkle imagination. I feel like maybe when all of the girls get them, something will happen, and we might have a new weapon or a new group attack. I don't know, but that was the only thing we saw. And then when the girls were preparing their attacks, we were able to see like Uni transforming on her own. As with this picture, it was very beautiful. I felt like it was like stunning. Like her powered up form, gorgeous. And so after the fight was over, they tried to get Iwan to their side. And Iwan is a tsundere, so she's not accepting anything right now. But I feel like Iwan is going to be like a big help, a big friend to Uni as the series ends. I feel like they're going to have something. I don't know why, but I would love to see Iwan actually actively helping restore the Rainbow Planet, because, you know, like, she needs kind of a redemption to what happened to her, to what she did. So I feel like she should help Uni get it back. And so, like, after Uni told her sorry and everything, I feel like something can happen between both of them. Like, something can actively happen, something can actively be done so that Iwan is integrated somehow. So I'm very excited to see that. And at the end of the episode, we saw a very cute drawing by Hikaru, and, you know, the girls all praising it because it was a very cute drawing. And then Uni praised it in her own way, like in a very different way, in her own way. And it was very fun to watch that. It's also growth. It's, oh my god, I'm loving Star Twinkle, you know? Like, I even teared up thinking about Star Twinkle because it's great. Like, I teared up thinking about Haruto lots of times last year, and Star Twinkle is just as good, or even more, I think, for me. But amazing. Anyways, guys, next week is an Elena episode, and I'm very curious to see that. It feels like it's more of a Tenjo episode, but Elena is going to be the center. She's probably going to awaken her twinkle imagination as well, and so I'm very excited to see that. Probably no impressions on Sunday because I won't be here. I'm going to see Dido. Do you guys remember Dido, that singer? And I want to thank you. I'm going to see her in São Paulo, and I'm very excited for that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.